Actually, Onto General Engineer in the 18 area, bringing you another episode of the GNPS. Without wasting any time, let's move on to today's episode. Sitting across me is my next guest, the one and only Mr. Ntokozo Mabaso.
Mabaso Kumalo, yes. That's what it is. But not a problem. General, the GNPS.
You good, Machi?
I'm alright, man.
Yeah, we've been meaning to do this one.
Yeah, no, we have.
I'm happy when you're sitting here because that means I diversify my content.
Of course.
I'm mostly known by bringing on
my artists,
creatives.
Yeah, my creatives. Definitely.
Now we're bringing intellects.
It's that science life, man. The science way of life, man. We appreciate that you're diversifying, giving us an opportunity not to present ourselves.
Obviously, what would we be without science?
Yeah, man. Hey, it's a different world altogether, man, and it's everywhere. That's all I'm gonna say to you. That's what it is. Science is everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
I think the first time people should have seen you was in 2020.
Yeah, I think so. It was during COVID times.
During COVID times.
It happens, life goes on.
I think at that time you had recently developed your own sanitizer at that point.
Yeah.
Especially, I think in a time when we were running out of sanitizers.
Yeah. It was a project that we had just picked up with one of my mentors at school, and we saw a gap in the market. And then at home we decided, because my dad's also very much into the whole chemistry side of things. He's also a doctor in chemistry, so like father, like son type of vibe. So we saw the gap in the market. We put what we could together with the skills that we had. Yeah. We pulled out a sanitizer and we delivered to DUT, and then DUT endorsed us. Took on about 3,000 liters, just to set us up, and then it's about right for that time, for that contract period that they gave us.
So is that still running?
So the DUT thing has really gone down. The contract ended because we supplied them with all the materials that they required. But the sanitizer is not moving as fast as it used to. Because people don't really care about sanitizing. I think COVID is completely gone to some other people, but people are gonna cough and die, and they'll be like, it's back, and I'll be like, yeah, that's what I need it to be. No, I'm kidding. I don't want anybody to die on my account.
You want people buying sanitizers.
I just want people buying sanitizers. So sanitizers, they're not moving as fast. So we had to diversify and keep on moving, keep on producing, because we realize that it's a space in which we are capable in, like we've got the know-how. So we moved into different spheres, different spaces, different detergents, and we started making as well. So like we just moved from just a sanitizer. We're now into like your household products.
You did mention that. I think you spoke about something like
moving into
something competes with the handy andy and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we using, you can't call what we make handy andy because it's my laws or something. People want to be.
That's why I said it competes.
It competes with handy andy. So the product. So we call it multi-purpose cleaner. Yeah. But it's in likening with the handy andy for umuntu has. Handy andy is a household name for those that know it. And then
what is the general name better for that product?
So it's multi-purpose cleaner.
It's just a
multi-purpose cleaner. Okay. So it's like a white substance that pretty much cleans any surface anywhere, and it leaves pretty much a smell with it after you're done with it.
Does it have ammonia?
It's got ammonia in it. Yeah. So what is the ammonia? Do you want to know what ammonia does?
You can tell us.
What active ingredient is?
Yeah.
It's a antibacterial. So like it fights bacteria.
Okay.
So like and it's not something that you can obviously inhale on the offset, because it will knock you out straight. But it's an antibacterial, like Yona that fights the bacteria and leaves you with a clean surface. So that's the active ingredient.
Makes sense.
Dishwashing liquid. People know the sunlight.
Yeah.
So we call it dishwashing liquid. And dishwashing liquid, I'll give you a little secret that when it's produced, the color of it isn't naturally just green. Yeah, so they add a colorant, or they add
to make it green.
To make it green.
What color? What color?
So when it's done, it's like a yellowish, like goldish, like brownish.
Yeah.
That's how it looks like when it's like when you've completely finished making a dishwashing liquid.
And then what?
And then they add.
Did someone say it's not a good color?
It's not a good color, or like that they once did the Sunlight once went and they did a golden like type of or yellow like type of.
Yeah, I remember.
It's because I think they were also just like, man, we could just add a bit of color here to make it just go into the similarities of it's not going to be as difficult to add drops, because sometimes you have a standard in which you meet, and then you have to always be consistent in it.
Yeah.
So I think it was easier for them to go from golden brown or yellow or like misty yellow to that yellow that they went to before they go to that green, which they have to keep on consistently adding. Like, it's dye basically. It dye. Let me call it what it is.
I imagine if you leave it as brown, you cut down on cost of the dye.
Literally you don't have to. But dye is not that expensive, to be honest.
Yeah.
But but because you add it, it becomes expensive. I mean, and to dye something doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
It's literally a few drops and the thing changes color.
Yeah.
That's how these and it comes in powder. You add water, and then it changes. So and it's like 100 grams. I don't know how expensive. I don't have the pricing off the top of my head.
So how long does it take you to develop, say for instance, the multi-purpose cleaner?
So multi-purpose cleaner, that one's not a difficult one because it's a few ingredients. It's not
So do you guys research?
So let me explain to you for someone who's a manufacturer. So you always, when you want to manufacture, you wanna start with the most difficult thing, learn how to do it so that the other things become easier. Now, dishwashing liquid has the most ingredients. It's the most difficult to stabilize, and it's the one product that it touches cards and things neck. It's not. It touches cards. It's not 3-4 hours. It's like an hour.
Yeah.
But in that hour, it's intrinsic. You've got to be like to the T and be accurate, because one ingredient off, and you get something else completely, or you end up using more products or more materials to make the product than you should, trying to balance it out, because at the end of the day, dishwashing liquid is something that people use on their hands consistently.
You gotta keep that in mind.
So you gotta keep the pH. You've got to keep the pH at a certain level so that someone doesn't get affected or get injured by it. On a day-to-day basis. So you want the pH has to be between 6 to 8, 6, 7, 8, because those are neutral.
So
neutral.
As you're making it, it's constant testing.
It's constant. I don't want to call it testing, but constant. Like you have to see its consistency. As the product, you've got to see what's okay. This thing has really mixed in, or this thing has stabilized, or it's there's different facets to seeing a product being brought to completion.
I remember you posted once
a video
while you were
making it. For me, that consistency of knowing what's okay, mustn't fake the stage. If I don't see anything, then there's no change, then I can move to the next step. And for that, so I was explaining, dishwashing liquid is the most difficult one. Now, once you've mastered that one, these other ones they literally, some of them, like multi-purpose cleaner, you're using a cloth. So you're not really worried about the pH, but you just know that you don't want to burn the surface. So you've got to obviously keep the things that are burnt, that burn down, and the things that are the things that are cleaning up. I don't know.
It's a very risky business. If you don't know what you're doing.
If you don't know your chemicals, let me be honest with you. If you don't know your chemicals, you can literally lose your arm or finger or a nail or whatever it is. Come back with burn marks all over your hand. Luckily for me, I'm very, very precise. I try my best to try and keep it clean, because you never know where the fingers are going next. I'm not letting you know. You never know.
We don't want to talk about that.
You don't know where the fingers are going next. But anyway, it's the vibe. So
you could be eating chips.
Chips or something, food.
Or some KFC.
KFC.
Finger looking good.
Yeah, that's what it is. I like you. Exactly that, man. So it's just that, man. So it's It's to just get that right. So you asked me about multi-purpose cleaner. That doesn't take too long. It's not that many ingredients. And then your thick bleach also is not that many ingredients. Also very, very few.
Your thick bleach, that's like your
that's your
domestos.
domestos. Yes, those are things that you use to go.
Sorry to use this. That's just for example.
What do they call them? The brand names, or household brand names. But so your domestos, thick bleach, and then you've got your fabric softener. People know it as Stay Soft. Yeah, bro. So
I think all of that. It doesn't matter what brand it is.
Yeah, you don't get to Stay Soft, did you? Yeah, Stay Soft. Doesn't matter what brand it is, Stay Soft. Right? So it's Stay Soft. Yeah, it's not that difficult to make. But it also depends on what kind of Stay Soft. So you can get a very watery type of one, and then you can make it. The thicker it is, I think the more people will relate to it.
I think it's you'll use it longer.
Use
you
it
put
long.
in a little bit.
No, I mean, my thing is these things. At the end of the day, it's doing what it is, just softening the fabric.
Yeah.
So however much you put of it, as long as that ingredient is actually there.
Yeah.
Yes, the watery substance, the more watery it is, the more
the
difficult.
viscosity of it.
The viscosity. That's what I was gonna say. The viscosity of it. It's just harder to break down. Just imagine you adding water to something that's viscous. It's like your oils are very difficult to break down because they're very viscous.
Yeah.
So if you're adding water to oil, it's not easy. Same thing with that. So with fabric softener as well, you want it to not be too viscous. For those that don't know what viscous means, to not be too thick or something that doesn't like move on a surface. You want it to be just above watery, but like in between watery and thick, So and that's just people's perceptions as well. Like I'm saying, the water, the one that's watery, and this one you don't even have to put it in the machine. Like wash, wash ngezandla. Yeah, and wazi ukuthi fanele athathe mhlawumbe ayisebenzise Stay Soft. Or ngoba uyazi ukuthi ngene emshinini kuphela. Mayithatha ifabric soft leya amanzi afake nje into yakhe emanzini. Mayiqeda ukuwasha afake ku-fabric soft naye rinse mayiqeda. It's going to get even the same results as if it went into the machine. So we just got to change people's perceptions and mindsets on, because we've been brainwashed by the products that we find in commercially. We've been consuming generally. So we just got to change the status quo, change the way people think, so that they can diversify and move into different people's backyards and help other people brand grow and
so that's how many products for now?
That's 4 extra products on top of. I'm also in the pipeline of doing perfume.
Okay.
God is great, God is great. I always gonna give glory to God on this. That you go through one experience and then it sort of like aligns you to the next one. Like it just so happens, like it's just flowing. Like I met this guy. So Dad met this guy, but then he introduced him to me, and the way we connected was different to the way obviously him and my father did.
Yeah.
But our connection is just like we've got that hunger and that hunger to be hustlers and to do and make things and create and develop skills that we have or the skills that we had or we learned from varsity and actually now use them to secure the bag in some kind of way. So le chappy gele wayesema ngosuthu and le guy nje just we bonded, sa relaxa. So he went through some course where he learned a lot of these things.
Yeah.
But the best part about him, like I said, I don't really have to pay him anything. He literally sits with me and just tells me, "Hey man, you want to make a new product? Man, I can teach you." Like he's not stingy with it.
With the info,
yeah, bro. So it's not that I can read the methodology and do it myself, but sometimes it's nice to have someone show you. And then you're like, oh, okay, now consistency.
And then you apply the methodology.
And methodology. Or you can go and look at the methodology to what this guy has taught you and say, okay, you left this out, you've got this. Okay, what if I add this? Or, you can play with the nitty, but he's giving you the base. You're good twins in Jan. So, yeah, that guy came through. So, like I was saying, we're moving from detergents. Okay, we're not moving from the detergents. We're still trying adding to the detergents. And add my perfume, man. I really want to go into the perfume space. I think it's a market that and make the smells of Hugo Boss,
Yeah.
La Prada, or whatever it is, La Paz, La
Aqua
Pitas,
Rabanne.
or Packer Raponi Millionaire. Yes, make those smells and actually, because
Gucci,
you know
Tom
Gucci,
Ford.
Tom, because we know the basis of what it is, you know. We know the oils that they use, you know. Like I don't want to give you trade secret of what they do,
Yeah.
but yeah, like it's just knowing what's okay, want to smell nje, then that's fine. I can produce that
Yeah, I
smell for them.
mean, you got to know how to extract the scents
I know.
from,
I can
from
get
the
it
plants
from the
if you
plants
need to.
itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So no mundo funi people love cannabis for so many reasons. So even if they want a cannabis smell,
The smell.
yeah, on them
You
or
can
whatever,
extract
I
that.
can extract it for them, put it into a bottle, and have them spray it on themselves, man. So
Damn.
yeah, we're moving, man.
So in terms of production right now, where you working from?
So I've got this carports in Kaya right now. They're currently working out of.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sad to say this, but Umaspala screwed me over bad.
Why?
Umaspala wakhona indawo babefane bangifake kuyona. Sengishintsha kakhulu isiZulu. I don't know why. It just happened.
Yeah, you know, when it
It's
gets personal.
keep usinto sakho. Keep usinto nje. Yeah, so they screwed me over. Like we were supposed to go in as incubators. So it was supposed to be a business incubator at first.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to go in before lockdown. So we signed the contracts 2019. Lockdown hit, or we're supposed to go in 2020. So end of 2019, we're supposed to go into these Lime Kumban. You know this place that's Kumban museum.
Yes, because that's a white elephant.
Yeah,
bro.
man. So that place has different cubicles that Umaspala has.
Actually, what did they build it for?
Well, they've got the museum. There's also what are they doing there? They've also got some innovation center there.
Yeah.
That's there where you can do 3D printing and all this.
Is that happening?
It does. It happens. It's community. So if you were to go there and walk in there and ask them to print 100 bangles for you, maybe with your name on it, they would do that for you.
For real?
For real. If you're from the area, they can do that for you.
Dude, I literally run past that area every day.
Literally, like I went in there. It's an innovation center. It's Innopiz there, and I don't know. I went there, Nami, for like while I was doing this interview process to get into Leon Dow. So they've got the main center there, and then guna cubicles around them. Then guna any Dow healthy in a storage package or something like that. They store something. Then they've got another cubicle there, another place. I'm just trying to figure out. I can't remember what the name of that company is, but Nabo, those are the people that are in house. Then they've got cubicles that are free.
Yeah.
So when we were doing our interview process, we were introduced to that space, and they showed us like the different things that happened. And like I was saying, they have 3D prints. I had it on my phone, but I also had on my keys. Actually, the thing that they printed. They printed for me. It was on a wooden surface, like I don't know but was some sort of wood.
Yeah.
And then they just printed my name on it.
Yeah.
In a different shape. And it was a hard shape.
I must check it out, bro.
Literally, go inside. They literally, if you're from the area, they are obliged to do it for free. They have to do. There are things that they do there for free. Like
I'll go check it out.
And you can get things done like literally, like because I was a fan of business or something. Then
because I mean, even like something like shooting day. I mean, exposing the place to the people.
They would definitely, I'm sure, agree to do something like that. I just forget the name of the woman that I had an interaction with because she was a very, very friendly white lady.
You were actually supposed to get a spot there.
Yeah, so let me go back to that. So I was supposed to get a spot there, and initially, so we're doing interview process to become business incubated or to become incubated by Umaspal. And the process was going so well, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. They were just about to take me. Is that me?
No.
Yeah, it is me.
Oh yeah.
It is me. I'm sorry about that. So they were just about to take me in. Did the business, we did the interviews, and then they switched up. They just took out the whole incubation thing,
Yeah.
So what when you do an incubator,
So they stopped that process.
yeah. So when people go into incubators, for those that don't know what an incubator is, bro, they literally they take your company and they give you all the resources basically, even if it's classes to know how to do administrative work or how to network with the next person.
Yeah.
They shape your business in a certain way. Yabo? Guze kube right. Like literally guze ibe to the more after 2 years you come out a better company where maybe you were earning R0, but by the time you're done you're earning like 100K.
It's a company that's making great turnovers.
It's making turnovers, you know. Your product is also out there, whatever it is, or whatever you're doing, or your service that you're providing. They literally help you. So that's what they had promised us that they were going to do. So when they screwed us over, they changed that process and they made us rent. Now, ugrenta wayo is ukuthi, I think the incubation bezosenzela kubo 2000.
Yeah.
Renting, they were going to evaluate the place, and after you do an evaluation in that place like that, it's probably going to go up to like 6,000 to 7,000.
Obviously.
So I'm not like
you're not making money
that much money, you know. Like, and if I was making a turnover of 7,000, I'm not going to just take it and put in all of it in there, because then I'm now having to make. Well, if it was profit, sure, but if I'm just making 7K,
this does not make sense. How is a municipal facility that's built to help young people?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they changed.
Launch something from themselves,
and it's
and
the
then
business.
You turn around and say, they must pay rent.
It's the business innovation center, like it's the business innovation unit. And I'm not upset with them. I am upset with them.
But we have to be.
Yeah, I am upset with them, but I just don't understand why they never. And when I asked them, like, we were in a meeting, and I asked them, like, so what are you guys going to do about this whole incubation thing again? Like, when will you guys incubate again? They were like, maybe in the next 10 years. I was like, yo. And I was like, Ian, is there really not, like, is Umaspala struggling to make money as a whole, that now you have to make us suffer from signing a contract of 3 years with you guys to now telling us, yes, you can rent the space. Yes, it's going to be an unopened contract. Now you can rent for however many years you want, and you can keep the spot as long as you're paying rent. But I must have 6,000 to 7,000 rand or 8,000 rand a month.
How are you gonna make?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I can.
In a climate
but
like this,
for a startup, it's absolutely shocking.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but. You know, imali, I always believe izoyiqhubukela, and if it had met me maybe 3 years from now, 2 years from now, or after I've gone through some incubation process where I know, how do I get things, go from being independent to commercial, then I can, you know, how do I go into different stores without people feeling uncomfortable and trust my products, and after getting the accreditation of these products, maybe by SAPS, because people always want some sort of accreditation. So there is a accreditation to say mix lento, and see over 3-4 weeks it's not like, you know, umuntu udayisa into or ufuna ukulimaza abantu. No, man,
this is something you went to school.
I went to school for it, man.
And not only that, but
like, I understand this.
It's not that you're not willing to register it.
Yeah,
it's just that the process is,
it's like
it's ridiculous because it requires money.
It's like umuntu ofuna liquor license, bro. Like, you know how to buy alcohol, you know how to sell it. Now to get the liquor license is a long story. And that takes ages. But you've got the setup. You've done the most part of it, and they make you stop by one thing. No, man, we're not going to be deterred or deferred or lose hope over intengani.
Right. I want to get into this.
Sure.
Are we gonna put names on these products?
Okay, so
like individual, like brand names,
individual names. For now, I don't think we're gonna do that.
Okay.
For now, it's all just about doing bulk, but also just individual 2 liter, 500 mils, 2.5 liter, 5 liter sales mainly.
Okay.
Just so, and then people can just get, so that the product's just out there and they know that I'm making the product. To start putting names on it, it's gonna, it can help with the branding side of things, but volume first. Let me just
Yeah.
let me
Get
speak
the
business.
products into people's homes.
Yeah. Then they can start saying, okay, yeah, but
Yeah. Or maybe the people will give it a name.
they'll give it a name themselves.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it is. But it's just about working volume right now.
That way.
That's just life in general.
And also, I presume you got the better price.
I got a better price, of course. I'm not making it in some huge ass tank, and I'm not employing anybody. I'm employing myself. So
Yeah.
my pricing is not expensive.
So
like-
how can people get a hold of you?
2 liter or about like a 2 liter about 50 rand. In 750 about 50 rand.
That's 2 liter off.
2 liter of multi-purpose cleaner.
Okay.
Then your dishwashing liquid fabric softener and your thick bleach or 55 rand. 2 liters. 2 liters.
You all going 2 liters.
2 liters at first.
Okay.
Or 500 mil. I'm trying to avoid selling 500 mils because massing is 25 rand.
Yeah.
Can man is 2 liter. About from the jump from 500 mil 25 rand. If you times that by 4, you're not gonna get your 2 liters at 55 rand.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm trying to make them save by
You make them save and you buy and you don't buy every month.
Yeah, and in Tebiza, I'll be honest with the people. In Tebiza is the bottling.
Yeah.
So if you store your bottle and you bring your bottle back to me,
Yeah.
I'm obviously not gonna charge you that much more money. I can consistently.
So you also do refills.
Refills, yeah. So if we're consistently using the same bottle, obviously we're not gonna use it too many times. We use it. I think they're reusable like 5 times or something like that.
Okay.
So irreusable obviously is not gonna be. Maybe the pricing won't have to change. You know, like
Okay.
I won't charge as much, or I can charge 5 or 10 rand less.
Yeah.
Because the bottling is what the cost is. You know.
Yeah.
That's where I'm losing money. If I could make my own bottles, the good God Almighty, the good Lord will be making me make guap wangembela. I'll be swimming in the moon. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, man.
All right. So and how do people get a hold of you if you wanna order multi-purpose cleaners, fabric softener?
I'm on the socials, but let me give them my cell phone number first.
Yeah.
It's 072 931 6877. Let me say it again.
I'll have it on the screen.
Yeah, sure. 072 931 6877. And then on the socials, I am at Mabs Gabby. So it's Mabs MABZ _DA _Gabby GABBY. So that was short for Gabadia, but this is when I was Gabadia in my game, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm feeding myself. And then Ntokozo, Mabs Jr., Mabaso on Facebook. Yeah. I've got a business website, Enough Said Sciences, but I haven't posted on it in a while. I must be honest, I've been lazy to do that. But I should get back on it. But it's Enough Said Sciences. You find it on Facebook. I'm there. I don't have a website up just yet. Yeah. What else? My email address. Yeah, well, these things, if they call me, man, just call me.
Is it only available here in Durban, or do you?
Well, I mean, if
courier,
if we're gonna do couriers would be
it's on the client's
client's cost. Yeah,
okay.
But I can definitely do bulk. I can do up to 25 liter bulk. Like 25
so
liter.
So that means if for those also who have cleaning companies.
Yeah, those ones that have cleaning companies, I can definitely do for them. I can definitely do bulk for them. Yeah, I'm actually also like it's funny, like because I just got the cleaning certificate thing from me PCCC PCCI. Yeah, and I didn't intentionally because I wanted to ensure that a product mover and sebenze indaweni. Yeah. So I just moved into that space as well. You know, it's not that expensive. PCCI, I think it's 825 rand. Yeah. To get the certificate from them, and then honestly you're gonna need your UIFs and your. But I'm very much into business, so like that's why I did that. I went into that PCCI space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, but now obviously, kodwa manje mangikhipha iy'mfihlo zami kuzoba wrong kodwa sibanika into abayifunayo but ngendlela yethu.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, but so yenza nje yenzeke.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you gotta
either
do
way.
it. You gotta do it the best that we know how, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what
It's
a
a
pleasure.
pleasure having you, my dog.
Always a pleasure, man.
Thanks for coming through, my dog.
The GNPS.
And
the
also,
podcast.
I think I need you to add a product. There's a hand pump building for my audience.
Okay.
So we're also gonna have like a 500 million yen.
It's mine. I can give you a couple of products, man. I'll give you some. I still have some sanitizer sitting there. I've got some.
So that people can see that we don't sell these products, we also use them.
Sure.
Right here on the GNPS.
110%, man.
Anything you want to leave our audience with in closing? Maybe you want to add?
I think education is key.
Yeah.
But using your skills is more important. So don't be someone that is educated. Use the skills that you acquired to build your better future. That's the best I can give them. Don't just let your skills go to waste. Don't wait for someone to take your skill and use it. Use your own skills that you've acquired. And if you don't know what skills you've acquired, go research yourself. Go research what you can do. If you're an accountant, go research what skills you have. If you're a doctor, go and research your skill. What skill you have. If you're a nurse, if you're whatever.
Did engineering.
Go research what skill you have so that you can give it to the people at your own cost, at a consultancy rate. You know, don't wait for, because we all complain about unemployment. Yes, it sucks. It's the worst thing in the world. Like,
true.
We hate that the youth is unemployed, but let us as the youth stand up and push towards create a better future for ourselves, you know, and become employers for employees, you know, so that I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Create employment.
Yeah, let's create employment. Let's be let's be.
Let's not just complain that there's no employment.
Yeah.
Let's create.
Let's make our tomorrow a better place, and let's not stop being so dependent. Let's just get it done, you know.
That's what we need. That's the mentality.
Yeah, man.
Straight from Ntokozo, Mabaso.
Yeah, man.
Right here on the GNPS. Catch us on the next one. It's been real. It's been good. Peace.
Peace out.